Let's check it out.
What have you seen out there? Look beyond the frozen wasteland. Europa is a place of many mysteries. Do not lose your way.
Wish she said guardian at the end.
We all come to this moon looking for answers. What do you hope to find here?
Europa has been home to darkness for some time now. Its history could be the key to our fight. Help me unlock it.
Damn.
The deepest secrets of Europa are now within our grasp.
Alright, let's unpack this. Let's unpack a little bit of this. Alright, let's see what this is all about. So, here at the beginning we have, looks like Europa and like a little crater or like a fault line here. Let's keep on going. Do I have to do a frame by frame little diagnose?
What have you seen out there?
This almost looks like it's some sort of like altar or like kind of like a coffin right here. Maybe some sort of sanctuary that this might be. It kind of looks like that one picture. I'll have to see if I can find it, but it kind of looks like that one picture of man, the Vale's like homeland. It almost kind of looks like some of their architecture here. And you see the frozen ice up there at the top. See where I'm going.
Look beyond the frozen wasteland.
And this is kind of like that frozen pyramid thing that the stranger has, right? In her hand, it's just like bigger.
Look beyond the frozen wasteland.
It almost kind of looks like the pyramidion back here too. Almost the same structure, the same kind of triangular structure here. As I just said that twice, but it kind of reminds me of the pyramidion back there.
Europa is a place of many mysteries.
Even here, like you see these harpies here. These look like harpies at least, but these look kind of like different kinds of vex with these stringing pieces back here. They're probably harpies, but let's see. I think later on they show them again, and they look a little. They kind of show more of a full frontal view of what they are, what they might be. Now this looks tight. I don't know if this is some sort of. This looks like we have a. This might be us down there, maybe. Not too sure. There's obviously we're deep underneath the ice. It looks like here. There's some sort of structure entrance here. Maybe I doubt it's part of the raid that they would show that, but this looks like pretty cool scenery here. I can't imagine what this could be, but this looks like this activates some sort of maybe bridge to get to the other side or something like that.
Do not lose your way.
And there's our boy right there, Varix, with the chainmail mask, like he's ready for the coronavirus. And so he doesn't have any of his like House Judgment clothes on like he used to have. This almost looks like a chromatic fire. The Warlock chest piece almost like he has on here. That'd be kind of cool, but it's good to see Varix return. That's actually really badass to get him back. I'm really excited to see what his role is here in the next coming up expansion. Got a falling catch. This part is tight. That's ridiculous. I thought this was perfect when he said we all come to the moon looking for something, and it's all you see is probably like a Vex Goblin's eye or a Harpy's eye here, and then boom, look at that. That's pretty cool. It almost looks like a new enemy type right there. Like what? That almost looks like a Harpy. It looks like a Goblin almost, but then that looks different. That looks really different right here. It's almost like something like has an arm dangling. It may not be a new enemy type. Maybe it's just a new type of Vex, but that looks very different right there. It's like we have some. Oh, okay, it's just falling this thing. Now this looks very interesting. Now this almost, if it is true, I'm not super I'm not a super lore junkie in the game, but from what I think I've seen and heard is that the Deep Stone Crypt, I believe is what it's called, is like the birthplace of the Exos. So like, even down here you see a dead body down here, which could be an Exo body. It looks like it doesn't look like it's fallen or anything like that, but it looks like it could be maybe an Exo's body there. You see a fallen what you call it up there. You see 3 of them actually. Shanks. You see the Shanks up there, and maybe this right here is some sort of who knows? Maybe it's some sort of like cryopod for the Exos.
You hope to find here.
This is pretty cool right here. This is probably maybe a cutscene of sorts, or maybe something we may actually never see. But this looks actually really good here. As far as like the open ambient space looks really cool. I guess this is probably old Golden Age buildings possibly. Again, I'm not too sure on that lore aspect there. Another interesting shot right here. This is similar to the pyramid structures, right? So I think I remember when I first watched the trailer, they said that the darkness has been here has been on Europa for a long time, and so this is obviously a structure of the darkness that has been here and is here, and is very forerunner like from like the Halo I think it was 5. Very diadact looking right here. And that looks like that was Aramis possibly. So here we have another entrance that kind of has a similar design up here at the top. That arrow right there, it's the same thing as we saw at the very beginning. Here there's another arrow pointing up as well. So one of these are like maybe tombs, maybe of some sort. I don't know, maybe tombs might not be the right answer, but they have the same upward arrow symbol. Maybe it's just the other side of what we saw, who knows. But it looks like a, you know, kind of a grand area walking up to. There's something back there, something ominous in the background back there. Let's keep going. New set of armor. We've kind of seen all that though. Seeing here, Bray Exoscience. So here we go. So here's a little bit more info for us here. Bray Exoscience. Okay, so this must obviously has to do with Anna and the Bray family. We got a what's that boss called? I forgot what it's called. But whatever the fallen boss, raid boss was back there. We've got a little miniature version of him. A couple Shanks fallen. Look like they've invaded the Braytech facility. So this is obviously going to give us a lot of answers here. And this symbol here, I wonder if this symbol here has any significance. I'm sure it does. Like I said, maybe the lore tabs or something, this symbol might show up. And then we get another look at the Bray facility here. It's pretty cool. Like they're building God knows what. This looks like just another typical still in the Bray facility. A lot of Bray facility pictures looks like.
It's history.
Now this looks cool. So this is even more. Okay, there's that symbol again right there in the left. So that's pretty cool. That looks like our raid armor. That looks like that's the Garden of Salvation raid armor down there with a looks like maybe a crucible cloak. I can't tell, but that's definitely the Garden of Salvation raid armor down there at the bottom. This auto rifle looks absolutely amazing. And it looks like there's like a pod of some sort going out here to the right. Going into, God, you can't even tell what that is. Obviously outside, just a white light. But we remember seeing this also in the trailer. I think maybe a month ago. We saw this kind of come out like that, and this is obviously still the Bray facility. And I'm really interested to find out where this symbol, how the symbol relates to everything.
It could be the key.
Okay, so here we have here we can clearly see that there's exos being made here, and this tube actually looks really similar to the same tube that is right. This tube right here, this tube looks very similar to the exact same tube that this exo is in right here. So that's interesting to see. It just looks a little bit bigger, and that looks like a Vex. I can't tell, but that looks like the head of a goblin right there, and like that kind of, you know, tinted gold, you know, color, because I can clearly tell color very well. That tinted gold color kind of that the Vex have. This kind of looks like it might be a Vex suit right there. And here we can see at the screen back here down to the bottom right that we have you can see the actual like kind of exo maybe analysis of the skin there. So let's keep on going.
Key to our fight.
I don't think there's anything really there.
Its history could be the key to our.
There's nothing here. This looks like it's just down in the crypt.
Help me unlock it.
Now this looks cool. So it looks like we have, this is obviously outside of the moon. We got our Uzi right here in our hand, and there's four either Vex Con. Oh, you know what these look like? Those look like the four. Those look like the darkness. The darkness kind of. What would you call it? Gooey stuff? Not gooey stuff. Let's not call it that. That looks like the darkness stuff from the Black Garden. Whenever we first did the mission, and we had to kill the heart of the Black Garden. It kind of looks like four of those, kind of moving around, and they're connected to this Vex construct here. If that connection would make sense, since you know that was a Vex mission, and that kind of correlate to them connecting to the constructs here. Let's keep on going. We see one lone harpy out there. God knows what he's doing. It might be the most OP thing in the game right there, or OP enemy in the game right there. Let's keep it going. Oh, they showed another screenshot of it. Okay, so here we get a closer look. At first, I kind of thought they might have been like they might have been in, you know, and that Angelic's Hydras, you know, down there at the bottom. But no, there's clearly a construct here, kind of similar to the Pyramidian Strike constructs that you have to hack, and they're connected to these tethers here, and we're gonna have to probably somehow break these, and obviously shoot these to break these tethers off. So that's pretty cool. Okay, I wish they could, maybe the game would be more, but the sky looks kind of bleak, and maybe that's how it looks on Europa. I don't know. I just would have liked maybe to see more detail in the sky, but it is a snowy environment, so that may not be the point of this. The point of this is to have it like that. So let's keep on going. And here we have a fallen. It looks like we have see if we can back up just a little bit. So it looks like here we obviously have some fallen coming down. Looks like we have maybe some sort of Kel here, or just a captain here coming from. Looks like they come from these little tubes. Like really, what, 1, 2, no, maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe there's 2 tubes right here that these come out of, and that looks like the pyramid in the back with the sun coming up. So this is a beautiful scenery right here. I mean, absolutely gorgeous job as far as how this all looks back here in the background. I'm sure it'll be even better in game. We're just watching it on YouTube. Let's keep on going. Okay, we have like a guy. This looks like a fallen like ogre type attack here, just spewing out of his eyes. That's gonna be fun, I'm sure. Take down the Dark Empire. It's Palpatine. Pretty generic gameplay stuff here. Now this was badass, seeing this tank come down. I don't even think it's a tank like we're used to. This looks like it's just a mobile armory unit. It doesn't look like it has any weapons on it, unless that's some sort of plasma cannon right there. Maybe it's just a rocket, you know, or maybe these are like little rocket launchers from our regular tanks. But this looks pretty tight, and look, we're flying underneath right there. So that looks pretty cool. Again, kind of looks like a little another Pyramidian structure right there.
The deepest secrets of Europa.
What was that? Let's see. Let's go back there. Oh, it wasn't. Okay.
Now within hourglass.
So here we have the stranger. Again, welcome back. Haven't seen her in 6 years. And so she's holding what looks like a pyramid obviously type structure, which we've seen before, right? We saw Aramis have it in the Beyond Light pre-order picture, and we've seen her do this. We've seen this before, so this will be interesting. It's just a miniature pyramid in her hand, and she says that we can now use the darkness now again. So it looks like she has 2 like grenades here at the bottom. But there's our fallen Gundam that we're out to fight. A couple shanks. Oh, okay, there it is. So there's the Hydra. That looks like a mix between a Hydra and a Harpy, like that just like did a fusion dance together, and now they have this Hydra Harpy. Don't know what I could have called that, but so that's what it looks like now, and looks like it's kind of hard to tell the structure. This might be the core, like where the crit spot might be, and then there's no telling what these little tentacles do. And there we get another view at it. Okay, that looks cool. There's this Vex gate here. So here we have this Vex gate. I thought these were letters. So we have this Vex gate here with these little. I'm not sure what these are, but I've seen the Fallen, I think, near them before. But this looks like a Vex teleportation gate, and you kind of have this little cryo tube thing similar to what we saw much earlier back here, we can show it real fast. We have the crowd tube things that looks just like this part here. So you see that here is also all the way here at the end now. And so this gun looks absolutely insane. It's beautiful. Almost looks like it is a piece of machinery, but that looks really good. So, oh, we see two of them. There's two of them on each side. There's one here and there's one there. So there's two different crowd tubes. So that's pretty cool. So let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, it is. So also, just real quick, the website was also updated as well. So here at the bottom, we have what lies beneath the ice. A dark obelisk slightly beckons you, watching from a barren clearing on the frozen moon. Those who came before you do not leave this place gracefully. Damn. The ruins of a once bustling cityscape tell a tale of ambition and loss, and somewhere beneath the centuries of ice, lost golden age technology awaits your steady grasp. Seek the truth wherever it lies. So, mystery shrouded in darkness. We have the trailer here again, obviously. And then explore. Oh, okay. So then we have a map here too. So, don't think I can zoom out. See. Yeah, I can. Well, kind of. So, okay, that's probably as wide as I'm gonna be able to get it. So here, okay, we have Eventide ruins, like to the north. It looks like this place is pretty big. Eventide ruins, once home to the thousands of settlers, and now that all remains is Clovis Bray's colony. So we saw some of that in the trailer. So that looks like you can't tell any structures, but you can tell kind of elevations it looks like. Then you have Cadmus Ridge, so a snowy landscape in the last known location of the Buried Bray Exo Science Facility. That sounds like that might be like where the raid is over here, maybe. Well, the raid thing says in a place called the Deep Stone Crypt, so I'm not too sure. I think it's the birthplace they said, but maybe that'll be somewhere over here. Obviously, there'll be some strikes and everything on this list. The Styrian Abyss. The Vex structures visible on the surface are only the tip of the iceberg. So I kind of see that pyramidian type structures that we saw again there, probably burrow deep underground as well. So then we have the Sharon's Crossing, the site of Europa's communications center, and the origin of a distress signal sent by Barracks. So there's his storyline there. And Beyond. So this might be some sort of like wasteland down here in the southern area of like maybe just really intense enemies. That'd be kind of cool. Like just, I don't know, it should be really cool to see something like a concept like that. And Beyond, an old friend awaits us in this clearing that overlooks the conflict between light and dark. That is an awesome overlook picture right there, man. That is absolutely crazy. That's amazing. With the ship just here like that. Oh, look at that. You can even zoom in on. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's awesome. Sweet. Cool. And then, so these are some giant areas here. I'm not sure what they could put there, but it looks like that could be it there because there's just a pre-order. So with that, guys, that will conclude today's video. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like. Consider subscribing. Click the little bell for notifications for future videos coming up. It's a very exciting time for Destiny right now. At least I think so. Even though we are a month and some days out, you know, it should be a pretty interesting release. I'm really excited. So we'll catch you guys in the next one.